anyway, breaking news from yesterday. It turns out Donald Trump obliterated an El Presidente. No one saw this coming, but it actually happened. I was certain that this wouldn't happen. I was certain that we would get a different El Presidente first, but we got another El Presidente. Mexican army kills powerful Jalisco cartel leader El Mencho. And as we know, cartel leaders are essentially the El Presidentes of the Mexicos. And for those of you that are unaware, every country below the United States is a Mexico. Every country above the United States is a snow Mexico. All right, so that's how this works. So we obliterated an El Presidente. Now, we only get half points for this one because it's not like a... Technically, it's not a full El Presidente. This is like more of a shadow Hokage, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, bro got obliterated. All right, he activated the Goy Beam, and we obliterated El Mencho. A terrible day to be a cartel guy. Anywho, just in, the U.S. government confirms it provided intelligence to the Mexican government to eliminate the CJNG drug lord El Mencho. So El Mencho is gone. We've taken another El Presidente, added his balls to our gigantic, beautiful, and glorious wall. All right, Donald Trump is going to pull a King David and start stealing the foreskins of all the El Presidentes that he captures. It's going to be incredible. Anywho, so it turns out, this is from the press secretary of the United States, Caroline Leavitt. The United States provided intelligence to support the Mexican government in order to assist with an operation Talpapa, Jalisco, Mexico, in which Nemesio El Mencho Osuguera Carvantes, an infamous drug lord and leader within the Jalisco New Generation cartel, was eliminated. El Mencho was a top target for Mexican and United States government as one of the traffickers of fentanyl into our homeland. Quite literally, good. I'm happy he's dead. The world is better because El Mencho is dead. All right? A lot of Americans, hundreds of thousands of Americans die of fentanyl shit. Quite literally, fuck terrorists. My stance is simple. But Nux! Hassan Piker is having a crash out defending the terrorist cartel guys right now. I know, calm down. We're going to talk about Hassan Piker defending cartel guys because Hassan Piker loves death and murder. I only like death when it happens to people trying to kill us. There's a big difference. It's pretty awesome, I have to say. So last year, President Trump rightfully designated the Jalisco New Generation Cartel as a foreign terrorist organization. That is exactly what it is. In this operation, 3 additional cartel members were killed. Ripperoonie! Ho-ho! That sucks for these guys. Unbelievable. 3 were wounded, 2 were arrested. Colossal W. Fuck these retards. All right, that's my stance. President Trump has been very clear. The United States will ensure narco-terrorists sending drugs into our homeland are forced to face the wrath of justice they have long deserved. Trump administration also commends and thanks the Mexican military for their cooperation and successful execution of this operation. Now, this is incredible for multiple reasons, all right? For multiple reasons. The first reason is because these people were fucking with us for years, and too many of our presidents were wet paper towels and refused to actually do the thing that needs to be done. 2, my guy, we're the United States of fucking America. You fuck with us, you die. All right? That's 2. It's important to note. All right? It really is. It's important. Oh, no, it's not moral. No, it is moral, actually. It's very moral. I would argue it's the most moral thing we could have possibly done, I would argue. All right? Biden was 1-ply toilet paper. Donald Trump is the whole roll. And we don't need to sit here and make believe international law is a real thing. Oh, no, leave the innocent cartel guys alone. That's what, by the way, the president of Mexico is currently saying. She's screeching, talking about how we can't be violent towards the cartel guys while they rape their country. All right? But of course, we need to let them into our country. I'm sure you understand. This is how it works. It's very obvious, actually. Also, breaking news. This is an image of Marco Rubio finding out he is the new CJNG cartel leader, El Rubio. Breaking news. It's very important. He needed to get this position. He hasn't been doing enough things, to be honest. Now, this is pretty real, and it's super important to know. The Mexican cartel is literally blowing shit up. We're going to be doing a deep dive on that. And people are wondering why we want secure borders. Elon Musk says, yeah, quite literally, we don't need to live like this. We don't need to live like this. It's honestly pathetic as balls. We don't need to live like this where these people are coming into our country and killing us. All right? Well, quite literally, a country needs borders. And that country obviously does not fit the same way ideologically as ours does. Now, it's not controversial to say, but as someone that's anti-rape, I don't want to import infinite illegal, undocumented retards into our country.
Stop raping, sir.
Just stop raping, sir. It's literally my political stance. It's super important that you're with me on this, okay? I do not want these people, all right? And of course, you know, people in Germany are, you know, like the woke Karens in Germany. Here's a joke circulating in Germany. What borders on stupidity? Mexico and Canada. Oh! So the whole world is going to sit there and cry and scream, America's dumb, America's dumb. Translate this post to Arabic so Germans can read it. Ah! Yeah, absolutely unbelievable stuff. Just watching these morons around the world commit social suicide. And it's the most unbelievable thing. And then they'll scream and yell at us because we want to have borders. Again, they're the pro-rape party. I am anti-rape. So obviously I'm not a big fan. Now, always remember what they did. All right? Never forget. This is an image from 2021 taken from a drone of thousands of undocumented people just entering the United States of America. A 370% increase in migrant encounters over every single year. All right? Never forget that they did this to us so that they could steal elections. Now, of these undocumented people, how many do you think are cartel guys? How many do you think are human traffickers? Well, breaking news. We're going to be talking about that. So, President Trump has been dropping a lot of nukes lately. Proverbial nukes, okay? Proverbial. Like, this is absolute insanity going on in Mexico right now, and President Trump numerous times asked Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico, to allow the U.S. to help eliminate the Mexican cartels, and she refused every single time, and it's because she's owned by the cartels. You should watch one of my previous videos covering the Mexico situation, because I basically talked about that. There is a reason why there's no crackdown on violence. Like, it's almost like cracking down on violence is important to have a society that's free. It's almost like when God gave us the rules of life in the Bible, all right, and it was like, thou shalt not murder, all right, and if someone kills, he is to be put to death. But now we have cartel guys murdering, and it doesn't matter. May the cruel suffer, so the innocent know peace. Yes, I'm tired of living a life where we have to be nice to the retarded, dog-shocking terrorists. I'm sorry, that's a different guy that's streaming. It's on Twitch. I forgot. My bad. I mixed up terrorists. So anyway, this is the Mexican president.
Regresar a la guerra contra el narco no es
Returning the war against the narco is not an option.
opción. No es opción. Primero, porque está fuera del marco de la ley.
The framework of the law, says a woman that's owned by the cartel.
Todos estos de la derecha que se llenan la boca de
The right wing is so evil.
o las palabras Estado de Derecho y defienden la guerra contra el narco. Pues la guerra contra el narco está fuera de la ley, porque como lo...
The war against narco-terrorists is outside of the law. These people quite literally don't care about the law, all right? She's in their pocket.
Lo dije o lo he dicho en varias ocasiones, es permiso para matar.
To kill without a trial. Again, leftists are actually eating this shit up right now, okay? Leftists are actually eating this shit. It's like, what about due process for the terrorist that just massacred 12 people in front of us? Excuse me? The due process was that he massacred 12 people in front of us, and now he has to die, all right? I'm so tired of this. Like, for some reason, people in America are so privileged, so fucking privileged, they never actually had to face any actual issue in their entire life, to the point that they think that, for some reason, showing due process to retards that are killing and raping us is actually the empathetic stance.
Sin ningún juicio.
How can we kill without trial?
Y eso en México nadie o muy poquitos están de acuerdo.
Yeah, very few are in agreement. I wonder why. Maybe it's because 14 of her political opponents were assassinated suspiciously.
Está fuera del marco de la ley. Y segundo, no sirvió de nada más que para aumentar los homicidios en México.
Oh no, it increases homicides in Mexico if we fight back against the cartel while they rape, kill us, and traffic us.
Y el nivel de violencia.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Good times create weak men create strong women create bad times. And that's literally where we're at right now. We're at that turning point of strong women create bad times create strong men. All right, that's literally, I feel like, where the entire Western world is right now.
Entonces, estos llamados autoritarios, porque son autoritarios, es ir hacia el fascismo.
Oh, it's fascist to kill cartel guys that are raping you. Oh no. oh no, if a cartel guy is raping you, you should actually stretch your asshole so it's a little less complicated for him. You don't want any chafing to happen, do you? Oh no. You should take anti-AIDS medication, in advance, so that when they rape you, hopefully, it's not really so bad. Fight back, you say? That's ridiculous. It's authoritarian to fight back against rapists. All right, so update. Fighting between the Mexican military forces and the narco-terrorist cartels after a major drug overlord, an El Presidente, some would say, killed in a joint operation with the United States. All Americans across Mexico are ordered to shelter in place. Major battles are being fought everywhere as soldiers and police are targeted by cartel militants. And this was on Fox News.
Now on growing unrest in Mexico. Mexico's Secretariat of Defense says the army has killed a top cartel leader known as El Mencho.
El Mencho.
The Secretariat mentions coordination with
dead.
U.S. intelligence.
He's in
The
hell.
U.S. Embassy in Mexico still advising U.S. citizens to avoid any unnecessary movements because of ongoing violence there. Now.
Yeah, so essentially, it's so dangerous through the entire country that all Americans in Mexico are ordered to remain put in their houses, hopefully for the violence to die down. Now, currently, El Mencho, they actually found him. They located him recently. He's actually in hell. Lucifer is using him as an ashtray as we speak. And it's very bad for El Mencho down there. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's honestly horrifying stuff. It really is. It's tragic. Poor El Mencho. It's not easy. It's rough, bro. Lucifer's out there putting cigars out on El Mencho's testicles, and El Mencho's just like, ay caramba, the entire time. It's rough. It's rough down there for El Mencho. Mexican cartel sent out a message. Oh shit. Do not leave your homes. All hell is going to break out because of the filthy government. We have orders to kill anyone who gets in our way. We don't want to harm the people. Everyone stay in your homes until the situation is under control. Dude, that's crazy. Get your fucking men to fall back or I'm going to fuck you up and your whole squad. I have 30 of your fuckers located and identified. I'll even kill your fucking dogs. This is Mencho. This is El Mencho, the guy that's dead now, rotting in hell. You got it, sir. Oh my God! The police tells him, you got it, sir. We'll tell the police squads to fall back.
No cuelgues, hijo de la verga. Te tengo ubicados en Chacala, güey. No le estoy colgando, le estoy diciendo ahorita las bajas. Póngase las pilas, güey. ¿Qué se le cuesta ser amigo, cabrón? Uno no se mete con ustedes para que se pasen de verga.
Like, they obviously just controlled the government. They controlled the government, they controlled the police.
No, señor. Ahorita yo se las bajo. Revíremeles a todos los hijos de su puta madre porque todos agarran dinero y son buenos de puerta.
All of you happily accept my money. Now you have to work for me forever. Insane.
Sí, lo que me están diciendo. ¿Me ponen a tiros o tú eres el primero que vas a marchar por ellos, León?
Bro just says, I'll make an example of you. Dude, it's insane how corrupt this shit is. All right, and we have to make believe it's cool that these guys are flooding our country with their people?
No, señor. ¿Vale? No, señor, no se trata de eso. Váyase a la verga porque aquí los vergazos están al 220.
I'll spill blood at a moment's notice, says El Mencho.
Ya se la sabe. Y miedo no hay. No, señor, no se trata de eso. Ahorita yo lo sé. Entonces, si quiere la amistad, aquí va a tener un amigazo, cabrón. Si no, a chingar a su madre a la verga. No, yo sé, señor. Ya estoy hasta la verga de que no entiendan, loco. Señor, usted me conoce. Usted sabe que yo soy amistad.
I'm on your side, the police has to say. Dude, holy shit.
Pues por eso me extraña, cabrón. Yo te entiendo, güey, pero pues no mames, yo sé que tienes gente y la familia de chingada. Verga, póngase las putas pilas. Yo lo sé, señor. No quiero que me apagues este puto teléfono. Después te voy a marcar, güey. A ver si no se relajaron a la verga, ¿eh? No, ahorita le voy a marcar. A todos en general, güey. Relájenmelos a la verga.
Tell everyone to chill out. Oh my God.
Ahorita le voy a marcar de otro número a este número que me está marcando. No, este ya no le vuelvas a marcar. Yo le marco cuando yo pueda. Ándale, pues. Pero no me lo apague porque lo voy a entender como negatividad.
Don't turn off your phone because I would interpret it as disrespect.
Ya. No, señor, ahorita le mando un mensaje de otro número para que no me quede. Órale, pues, Melón, ahí les quiero eso, que se relajen a la verga. Sí, señor, usted me conoce, usted sabe que hay respeto.
All I have is respect for you, the police says.
Nada más aquí. Ya está, igualmente, de aquí para allá también.
I apologize for the foul language after he threatens his life multiple times.
Ay, disculpa por las malas palabras. Aquí los muchachos son los que están allá y ahorita yo se los agrupo. Ahora pues, ahí le encargo. Ándale, sí. Ahí, relájenmelos a todos.
Tell them to fall back. It's an order from me. It's an order from me, says the cartel boss.
Dígale que va de parte mía. Claro que sí, señor.
Yes, boss, says the police. Oh my God.
Ya está. Ándale.
Oh my God, dude. Absolutely occupied. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. There's an actual terror state below us. Except unlike the Islamic terror states that want us all dead, these guys just want infinite money and power. Which is better, I would argue. At least they don't think that they have a commandment of God to blow themselves up to kill us. All right, listen. Glass half full. Glass half full. Glass half full. They want our money. They don't want our goats. All right, like, I'll be real. All right, they don't want to rape us literally. They only want to rape us metaphorically. All right, so this is a W, colossal W. All right.